Top 5 biggest flops in COD history.
To kick off our
Let's watch this video.
list, we must return to 2013 and the launch of Call of Duty Ghosts. Black Ops 2 world champions Parasite and Miracles were forming their new hotly anticipated roster, Curse Las Vegas. Initially bringing world championship runner-up Stainville and top player Nameless to the team, they won the first online 2K tournament of the season. But things quickly went downhill, making a roster change after every single LAN tournament they attended. After a top 12 finish at the MLG Fall Championship in Columbus, the team brought back Killer in place of Stainville, reuniting 3/4 of the Freako Impact team that won the 2013 world title. Many expected this squad to challenge Complexity for tournament victories, but defeats to Complexity and Team Caliber at UMG Philly signaled another move. Dropping Nameless for Ricky after his departure from Optic, the team's conflict in practice hardly improved, producing some of the most legendary arguments in COD history.
Just stop talking to me about this.
Alright.
I'm not gonna pay attention to what you have to say. Play the game.
What? Like, what are you such a shitty attitude?
Because you're worried about me
Can't
when
get
you guys
better
can't get a
with
kill.
Nameless.
Like, this is annoying.
Yo, because you're not you're not comprehending it.
You don't need to lecture me. I already know how to play. Like, you can't get better. Oh, yeah, we can't get better.
Oh, I know.
Despite the atrocious team dynamic, they still believed they
What do
had
you
the
mean?
talent to defend
Didn't
their
they
world
watch it?
championship crown. The squad needed just a top 8 placement at the US Nationals to qualify for the big one. But in a shambolic turn of events, defeats to Rise Nation and sister team Curse New York spelt disaster. At the first hurdle, Call of Duty's first major flop.
No, that's not gonna do it. Curse New York.
Oh, so this is like a flop of each. Okay.
Round, Curse Las Vegas knocked out of the Call of Duty U.S. Championship. Biggest upset I have seen this year.
It is a rare occurrence when a roster surprises everyone with incredible results, is forced to split up due to reasons outside of their control, and then gets the band back together again. But that's exactly what happened to Slasher, Hook, Temp, and Classic. Representing Denial Esports, they finished second to the Optic Dynasty at the final event of Advanced Warfare. This combination of younger and more experienced talent looked set to continue challenging for titles. It turned out though that the young talent was actually too young. With the formation of the Call of Duty World League in 2016, the 18-year age restriction was introduced, forcing Temp and Hook to the sidelines for the next 2 years. When they
Wait, look at this.
When they were old enough to return in late 2017, the Jetpack era was over, and World War II's release was imminent. Missing out on World Championship glory, Slasher decided to bring the team back together under Envy.
This isn't the first time that we've seen this roster. At MLG Worlds in 2015, this 4-man roster.
Oh, this team was hilarious.
Return to that form, expectations for this team could be championship or bust.
Expectations were high. The team should theoretically have been even better than they were back in
Good sing.
2015. Who content with 2 extra years to mature and grow, and Slasher had just finished his robotic engineering degree and could give full focus to COD. But results were even more lackluster than the harshest naysayers predicted. Despite impressive statistics from most of the team, their search and destroy was woeful, and they failed to reach the podium at any of the 7 events they attended.
What does woeful mean?
1 4th, 3 top 6 placings, 2 top 8 finishes, and a disastrous top 12 at New Orleans. Slasher finally wanted out in April, and immediately returned to winning ways with Rise Nation.
Hey, my fire color, what are you doing?
Wait, I was about to
I'm
push
on our
your
streaks. Like, why don't you fucking help me? I literally just said it.
Alright, my bad, bro. Chill.
I'm chill, but like, come the fuck on.
As the Black Ops 4 season ushered in the first of 2 years of 5v5 competition, every roster had to make a move. As all teams were changing, Pro League qualification was reset, with even the best teams from World War II having to start from scratch.
Come the
FaZe Clan,
on.
Attach, Twister, and Replays,
Yo, come the
now known as
on.
Crown, had triumphed at 2018 Stage 1 playoffs and almost made the grand finals of the World Championship. Adding methods to complete their 5-man lineup, a top 4 finish at CWL Las Vegas would secure a Pro League spot. But after bombing out in 16th place, and with future star Celium coming of age to compete, methods had to go.
Oh,
A
no.
championship-winning quartet, joining forces with one of the hottest prospects in the game. What could go wrong? The Pro League qualifier beckoned in January 2019, the last chance to secure professional
My bad, Zen.
status. Top 2 in their group of 7 would guarantee FaZe's passage, but they could only manage 3rd, not helped by a crushing 3-0 sweep at the hands of Reciprocity, despite some otherworldly performances from Celium. Solidly in the last chance saloon, shock defeats followed to relative unknowns Accelerate
You can do it, FaZe up.
and French squad overtime.
Gimme.
FaZe were eliminated, one of Call of Duty's founding and staple organizations, not competing in the professional circuit. After mutually beneficial roster changes, a new look lineup returned to the league in April 2019, purchasing Red Reserve spot. But FaZe fans will never forget the promising lineup that flopped hard, leading to a 3-month hiatus from the professional circuit. When franchising kicked in for Modern Warfare, the Optic Gaming Los Angeles roster surprised many in the positive direction.
Oh, this team was a flop.
Continuing with the back-to-back championship-winning core
Team was a
of
straight
Slasher and
bust.
Kenny on 100 Thieves, they retained TJ, Halley and Dashi
Oh,
from
hell
the
no.
gaming team in Black Ops 4, albeit now under very different owners. Veteran JCap rounded out the team, with a history of achieving world titles with Slasher back in 2016. Having arguably swindled Dashi into joining, whose heart was set on Scump's Chicago Huntsmen, OGLA were nonetheless thrilled to poach such a talent. Many fans believe they should, at minimum, be a top 3 team in the game.
I think this new look Optic Gaming roster is perfect.
But after failing to win a series at the launch weekend, questions were already being raised over the main AR position, with both Slasher and Dashi vying for control. Dashi lost the battle and was routinely forced into an SMG role where he was far from comfortable. In the 3 tournaments they played,
This video is
before making
comedy.
their first inevitable change, the best they managed was top 4, with only 8 teams in attendance at these home series events. Despite briefly showing promise after benching JCap for Chino, internal frustrations continue to mount.
10 and 6. Ah! They got points! Yeah! We're up to 10. Double
Let's
digit
go!
up
Run it up, big mud dog!
Oak Boys for life. Go celebrate. You guys got into double digits. Dear Lord in heaven.
And placings fell far shy of FaZe or Empire's results, who were meant to be their equals. Dashi ended up being benched due to poor attitude, as one of the most promising roster cores in COD history came to an uninspiring end. When Call of Duty's greatest duo by world championships and tournament placings reunite,
Oh, wait, he's got
competing
number 1
for
at New
trophies
York.
is the bare minimum expectation.
Oh, no.
Callisto and Crimsix first found success on Complexity back in Black Ops 2, winning 7 of the 8 events they played together. Partnering up again 6 years later in Modern Warfare, they led Dallas Empire's rookies to Championship Sunday.
Don't
at
put
every
New York
event
up there.
season, capping the season with a 3rd world title each. An average placing of just 1.82 across 17 tournaments together, with an 81% series win rate, arguably the game's most feared duo. The return to 4v4 after Modern Warfare forced the veterans to split apart, but Callisto was happy to bring Crimsix to his New York subliners ahead of Call of Duty Vanguard.
No.
Alongside 2021's SMG slaying powerhouses Hydra and Neptune, Crim and Clay were expected to stay solid, while once again getting enough out of their young talent to win championships.
Oh.
After a promising showing at the CDL's Kickoff Classic, finishing top 4, their fortunes took a turn for the worse. Winning just 1 map in the first weekend of Major 1 qualifiers, Crim and Clay knew something wasn't right, dropping Neptune for royalty after just 1 weekend. But after an appalling 1-in-4 record and a last place finish at Major 1, their first such placing together, it was clear that the core simply would not work in 4v4 at this stage of their careers. Following an alleged internal tussle for control of the roster,
And it would suck. We don't know for sure if that's what they're doing, but it seems that way because we all know Clay. I know
heard
how
there was
Clay
a
is.
rumor that they Clay and Crim got in a fight Thursday before their game. Not like a fist fight, but like a vocal argument. And
No, they was boxing. They was. I did hear that. They was boxing. Wait, did they really? That's.
Yeah.
I believe it. When you, bro, they've always butted heads.
Callisto was benched on the 19th of March, bringing a swift end to a lineup widely expected to be top 4.
What do you
Crim and
mean?
Clay duo is surely done for good, and it remains to be seen whether Callisto will ever return to a starting team.
Shoo. What a video. What a video.